Hey guys, it's Peter Wolfing again. Another gorgeous day today. If you don't know the building right there, that's the premise of the Ghostbusters movie, where they had that big building on the top. Today I wanted to talk about focus. I got an interesting video from one of our leaders, Bernardo Rodriguez, and he was talking about his 1-year anniversary in our company, and that during that time he had been seduced into other companies. And you know, during my career in network marketing, it's happened to me. I'm sure it's happened to practically everyone here, because there's so many opportunities out there, and that is the big problem, not only in network marketing but in life in general, isn't it? Focus. Think about it. You're hit with texts, instant messages, TV, radio, I mean, on and on and on. Now you have your smartphone with you all the time. You have to be connected. You go crazy when you get a like, and just staying connected all the time, it makes it really tough to maintain your focus in your business. Now, I want to talk a little bit about that, but I also want to talk about multiple streams of income and multitasking. I'm so glad they finally got this fountain on. It's dog heaven here. They love to go swimming in here. This is Bethesda Fountain. I'll be going to a charity function over here in the next few months. I'll be taking some videos so you guys can see it. But they closed down this whole area, as well as over there in this area here where they have major restaurants come in, music and all sorts of stuff. And you just eat and eat and eat and eat. It's absolutely incredible. But it's you know, you donate money to Central Park and so on. So they have an incredible feast here for everyone. And we went last year with my wife, and it was just incredible. So, but anyway, so as I was talking about focus and your business and multitasking, is that, you know, there's the portfolio method of marketing, which means that you're in multiple programs, and you in turn can do multiple programs, and multiple, I mean 2, 3, 4, 5 programs, okay? Now, I know many people that do that, not a problem. However, let me give you some philosophies on the pros and cons of doing that. Number one, if you are new in the business, you should not be doing that, okay? You should not be doing that, because you need to focus on one business to get an income stream going. Let me tell you a story. In many parts of the country, in order to dig a well, you have to pipe down and pump and pump and pump and pump, you know, and try to get that suction going. And if you do that, and you stop, you lose the suction, right? So most people stop losing the suction in their business, and they get little rinky-dink checks that come in, and they get paid a little bit here, a little bit there, because they lost the momentum, which I call the suction in this story. So, but what happens is, if you keep on pumping that pump, eventually the water comes out as a trickle, and if you keep on doing it, it comes out, and then at that point, it requires less effort to keep the water coming. Understand what I'm saying? So less effort to keep the water coming at that point. So once you have that water coming, then you might want to consider, if you want to consider that, to do something as far as a plan B system. And what I call a plan B system is this: take however much it costs you or costs someone to join your program. And I'm just going to throw out a number. Let's say it's $300 to join your program, okay? Throwing a number out there. And you do your marketing and so on, and someone says, you know, it really does sound great, but I just don't have the money. What do? Are you just going to lose that contact and say, okay, I'll follow up with you? Or if you have a plan B, you use what's called a feeder system, a feeder program that can get them into something for a much lower dollar amount. Okay, so I run feeder systems as well, so I know what I'm talking about. And what you do is that you say something like that. So you say, listen, John, I understand that, money might be an issue. Can I ask you a really quick question? And can you please be honest with me? Of course, you wait to have them say yes. And at that point, they say, listen, other than the money, is there anything stopping you from getting started? Other than the money, is there anything stopping you from getting started? Because you want to find out if there's any other reason, and money is just a smokescreen. So they're probably going to say, well, no, if I had the money, I would get started. Great. Listen, I have a companion program that we work together with my ABC company, and it's there specifically for people such as yourself that are challenged financially but see the potential that we can get started here in my primary business. The cost to get involved is only blank, okay? So generally you'd want to have it below $50. Some of my programs I have, as low as $1.25, okay? So, you could pick the dollar amount as far as whatever feeder system you want to use. So at that point, if they say no, then it's not the money, because you just told them $300 and you're giving them, as much as a 90% discount. I mean, you do the math on your primary program, and they still say it's the money. So at that point, you have to make a judgment call. Is this person the type of person that you want to work with? If yes, then you continue to work with them, and hopefully you'll find some other kind of solution. But if not, then you just say, listen, okay, would you mind if I keep in touch with you? And if things change, then maybe we can get started, right? So if someone can't see the potential to start a business for, say, a one-time $25 or $35 or $10 or whatever the dollar amount is, then do they really see the potential in the business? And probably not. And the money was just a smokescreen. So that's what I mean by a Plan B system, where you're already marketing for your primary business, and the Plan B program must not, I repeat, must not take very much of your time at all. I mean, I'm talking just a few % of your time, okay? So this way, it's not taking you away from your focus. It's giving you a chance to be able to keep them in your system, to generate some money for you, and also, at least the system that I have, you're able to drip on them with banners and different things like that and educate them in the industry. And it's not so much what you make because of a program like that, but it is what you can make because of a program like that, where many times you would just say, oh, sorry, I can't help you, but now you keep them in the system. Now let me show you something over here. I just have all these different stories when I see things in nature. These are bleeding hearts, and my mother loves these plants, and when they get bigger, if you ever seen them, they're really beautiful. They hang down and look like bleeding hearts. So this goes basically into what I was talking about, is you have to plant that seed with that person, and at the beginning, you're planting the seed with them getting started at a little bit of money, okay? And you have to cultivate, and you have to pull the weeds out, and you have to feed them with information, which could be like watering the plant, and you have to keep on fertilizing them with more information about how well you're doing in the business, things like that. And eventually they start to come up. Some come up in a month, some come up in 3 months, 6 months, some take a year to come up, but eventually they come up. And when they come up, then they're ready to join your primary business. But if you never did that, guess what? You never had a chance to cultivate that beautiful flower of a prospect that would eventually join your business. See what I'm saying? So again, here's the rule. It cannot take a lot of your time to do that, because your primary business is 99% of the time you're marketing that primary business. And this is a fallback Plan B position. So this way that will work in your favor. So I hope you got that, what I was saying there. Now back to the pumping part. So if you're trying to pump and maintain that water, great. Okay, so once you got it coming, then the water is going to come out free flowing, and it takes just a little bit to maintain the water. And what many people do is they stop before they get to that point, and they become mediocre at a lot of different things. Which means you get mediocre income at a lot of different things, and you never really make it, right? So you have to focus on that one business, and you decide what business is going to pay you max money and going to pay you the most amount of money over a longer period of time, is something that's going to be long-term for you. And you do that, and you focus on that primary business. So that's your max money program. And this way, there you go. So now, if you're talking about multiple streams of income other than, say, two, and you're saying, okay, I want a nutritional program, and I want this other program, and I want a tech program, and and I want a skincare program. Well, that is extremely difficult to do. I mean, even the best players in the industry don't do that because doing too many things at one time, again, decreases your focus on your primary source of income. The biggest players in the business do not do multiple programs. They don't do, 3 and 4 and 5 programs. They focus on one and they max out on one program, and then they do what I told you before, is possibly having alternative sources of income that are not going to conflict with your primary source of income. So we have many people in my program that actually do that. Is they have our system, which is totally different from the system that they have, which is maybe a nutritional program, and they find that to be great because it doesn't take a lot of time and effort to do that. It really enhances the other program, not so much competing with it. So that's a judgment call that you have to do. Now, the thing that you have to really be careful with is the pulling force of all of these new things that come out of the woodwork, seeming every single day. And there's always a flavor of the month program that's out there that everybody seems to be flocking to. And I guarantee you 99% of the time, they're gone. After a short amount of time, they're gone. Not all the time, but many times. Look at that rock over there. You see all that rock over there with about 10 turtles on it? Very cool. Anyway, so when I was younger in my network marketing career, I was, fall prey to that type of thing as well too. So, I'm just as, basically what I'm saying is, it's happened to me, and I'm speaking from experience. And you lose your focus, and then you'll find that maybe not right away, but a month from now, your income starts to dip in your main program, and you find out, hey, what's going on? It's because you lost your focus on your main program. Because normally, it's a rubbernecking thing. It doesn't happen right away. It happens over a period of time, and you feel it later on in your income. So be careful of all of these programs out there. And I understand there's a lot of great products, a lot of great programs. I'm all for the industry, but I can't do all of them, right? All I can do is have control over my world and my product and my company and go from there, right? So I can't do all these programs. And there's fantastic companies out there, fantastic products, but you can't do them all. And doing them all is a big problem. Let me talk about multitasking, how it relates exactly to what I'm talking about. Many studies, even the military did studies, and they wanted to see, can people multitask? And really, if you think about it, people do not multitask. All they do is you shut your brain off from doing one thing, and then you focus on doing something else. You can't do multiple things at one time, generally speaking. So, because your productivity decreases big time. So that's the thing you want to be careful of, is saying, okay, I'm multitasking. You want to focus on accomplishing one task first. Once you're done with that task, then you focus on another task next, and so on and so on. So it's not just me saying that. This is, again, has been proven by the military and many other companies out there that study this sort of thing, that multitasking is a total myth and it doesn't work. Okay, it just totally drains your productivity in whatever you're doing. So be careful with that. And it lines up directly with what my video today, which is doing multiple programs, is that you're going to see a drop in income in your main programs because you're focusing on so many different things. So that is, what it is. So hopefully you guys got a lot out of this video today, and it caused me to think when I heard that video and watched that video from Bernardo today. Thank you, buddy. And thought it was a very key concept to talk about today on this video. So what program are you working? What program is your number one that is going to get you to the promised land? Is it long term? Is it something that's going to be just now? Right? Only you can answer that. Is it something that's going to be 10, 20 years down the road that you have time to build a residual income? Right? So think about that. And you have to really give it an honest try, an honest effort in your business. You might be in the grind it out phase right now. You're just grinding it out and you say, where's the income? It's not coming yet. That happens. It happens to everyone. You grind it out. It's called the compound effect. It's little things that you do every single day I'm talking every single day. These little things, you do 5 things every single day that's going to increase your income and compound that every single day for a month. So how many times is that? 30 times 5, right? So now you do 365 days times 5, and before you know what happens, by the end of the year, you have thousands of little things that you did every single year, and you're like, wow, my goodness, how did I get here? It's because of the 5 things you did every single day to build your business. And you may not see it every day happening, getting towards your goal, but trust me when I say it is. It does get towards your goal. It does get you closer to what you want to do. And every once in a while, you'll get a home run. You'll get a player that'll come in out of those 5. But sometimes you may not see it happening, right? So that compounding effect builds up, it builds up, it builds up. And eventually, you are going to go and be fantastic in your business. So that's the compound effect that happens. It's like a hockey stick. You got to build up the momentum there, and it will be able to pay you accordingly. But sometimes it happens over a long period of time, and sometimes it happens right away. The beautiful waterfall is coming over here. You wouldn't think this is in Manhattan, would you? You wouldn't think this is all part of Central Park. And usually I show you on the outside there of walking around. That's Central Park West. Beautiful places over there. You're talking 30, 40, 50 million dollars for apartments over there. Yeah. And I usually walk around the outside to show you a different perspective. This is on the interior portion. So you're seeing a different look here from some of my normal videos. So guys, compound effect. You might want to read the book, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, Hardy, I think it is. Excellent book. And he talks about that, about the compound effect of effort and time and building your business. It's actually a fantastic book. So you might want to get that. Darren Hardy, The Compound Effect. And I'm sure you heard the story about taking a penny and doubling it every day for a month. You know, it's not until, you know, a few weeks into it that you really start seeing some gains in there, like, wow. But after time, after 3 weeks and into 4 weeks, you're just maxing out everything because of the time you put into it and the doubling and compounding effect. And the same thing happens with banking, right? Einstein, I think, said something like the best thing that man ever invented was compound interest, something like that. Well, you know, most people take it out before they get to the point where it really starts to mean something. And most people leave their network marketing business before it actually starts to mean something, right? So all those blog posts, those videos, and all the different things you have out there, guess what? It's compounding. So when other people are looking to join your business, what's going to happen? They're going to see you as a leader. So you keep on posting those blog posts. You keep on posting those videos. You keep on posting on Facebook. You become a leader. Even if you're a leader of 1 or 2 people, you're a leader, right? And you start to develop a team, and people start to see you as a leader every single day doing something to build your business. And guess what? It takes off all of a sudden. All of a sudden, you'll see geometric, huge leaps and bounds in your business and your income because people see you as the leader and you spent the due diligence and the time and effort to build your business through all the different effort you're doing. So guys, you know, I can keep on going with these videos, especially this one. It's just such a huge topic. But I don't know if you see over here, you see the duck over there sleeping. You can barely see him. See if I can find him with my finger here. A little bit small in the camera. Oh, there he is right there. See him? So you say, what do I do out here? Why am I not building my business? I am building my business. I'm posting a video. I am building my business. I'm thinking about my day. I'm exercising, getting the blood going. Being able to look and think and be very productive in my business by making a video and thinking about and talking about the business. Not just thinking about it, but talking about the business, helping and educating people. There's so many different ways that you can energize yourself about your business. One of the ways that I do it is I get out into nature. It energizes me. Being in brick and mortar and concrete all single day, after a while I got to get out. So this helps me to refocus and energize my business, energize my focus on my business. There you go. See all the turtles over there. And gets you to see a little bit about New York, which I love very much. So I'm just going to let this play a little bit because I want to show you as I go around here onto the other side. And if you like this video, if you see it on Facebook, post something. If you like it on YouTube, post something. I'd appreciate some feedback to have people let me know, hey, I'm enjoying this stuff. I'm getting information from here that I find beneficial with my business. And it spurs me on to make more. And if you don't like something I said, post it. Let's have a discussion. Give me your point of view. Hey, Pete, I don't like what you said about this, or I don't like what you said about that. Give me your point of view, but come with the ammunition. Don't say you just don't like it. Give me your point of view, and let's discuss. And let's talk about it. Because one thing in my life is I always see things as a lot of gray, not black or white in most cases. So there's always a lot of points of view. A Taurus. Welcome to New York. Now go home. No. So those t-shirts sell out like crazy over here. Welcome to New York. Now go home. All right, so we crossed over from the east side to the west side in Central Park, through the woods, around the lake, and now we're on the west side of Manhattan. And we gave you the scenic route. All right, let me just get over here and I'm going to show you the view from here, which is dynamite. Sorry if I'm herking and jerking, but I'm going downhill. Watch this view. I'm going to swing over here. You're going to see something that's going to floor you. Okay, watch this. How about that view? That is awesome. Now, once all the trees start getting green, or especially in the autumn, it's dynamite. Well, guys, thanks for watching this video. It is a, wow, almost 23-minute video. Hope you really liked it. Look forward to talking to you in the future. Have a great day. Bye for now.